And we're live in 5, 4, 3,
Here we're gonna be live here in like
1.
10 seconds.
Of Southern Nevada.
Hey guys, Jordan Nielsen here, host of Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV, and today we're here in Las Vegas, Nevada at Fairway Mortgage with Lisa Hoover of Realty Executives Southern Nevada. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day as an agent and joining me on Real Estate Pros.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So awesome. So for those that are watching that don't know who you are, we'll give you a couple minutes to introduce yourself.
My name's Lisa Hoover. I'm a real estate agent with Realty Executives of Southern Nevada. I've been serving this valley for over 14 years. I help buyers and sellers realize their dream of home ownership.
Awesome. So 14 years in the business, so you've seen kind of the ups and downs of at least the recent one. So
yes, I've experienced
a seasoned veteran that has withstood, the ups and the downs. So
Yeah.
awesome. So so what interested you in getting into real estate?
Well, I had worked in customer service for about 10 years, and I didn't want to do that any longer. So I was looking for a career that would be rewarding and a little more prosperous for me.
Sure.
So I chose real estate, and I haven't looked back since. I've loved it.
Awesome. So have you been in the Las Vegas area the entire time?
I have. I'm actually a native. I was born and raised in Las Vegas.
Okay. So it seems like there's a lot of different people from different areas that move to Las Vegas, right? There's not a whole lot of people born and raised, at least that I've met. Maybe there are, but...
That is true. We're kind of seeing a change in that now because a lot of the people that have lived here for a while have had children, but people of my age, yeah.
But that adds value to your clients, right? Because you know the ins and outs of the entire valley, and depending on what client you're working with, one area of Las Vegas. Do they call it a valley here? I don't know why I'm saying valley. Do they call it a valley? All right. I'm so used to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's different areas, right?
Yeah.
So
there's many different areas, and Las Vegas is such a dynamic place. It's more than just gambling, which a lot of people think that's all we're known for.
Right.
Is that, but there's not. You got Lake Mead, you got Red Rock, Mount Charleston. There's so much to do here.
Yeah.
So much more.
And there's actually we've driven around the area, and there's like different areas that have different feels, right? Like is it Henderson? I want to say it feels like for me it feels kind of like California, or there's Summerlin. There's like different types of communities that I've noticed, which is pretty cool.
Yes, those master plan communities, those are pretty desirable areas that a lot of people do like to live in, such as Green Valley and Summerlin.
Yeah. So what do you like most about living in Las Vegas?
I just love that you can go anywhere at any time. And I don't really take advantage of that a lot, but there's so much to do here now. Our strip has increased with entertainment as far as like the concerts, the people that are here, the residencies. It's just a fun, exciting place to be.
Sure. Absolutely. So why did you choose Realty Executives? Obviously, there's a lot of options when it comes to brokerages in Vegas.
I had worked with a few other brokerages, and I landed with Realty Executives just over 5 years ago. They had a good reputation. Realty Executives was always known as a brokerage that took good care of its agents, and they had good, high-quality, professional, full-time agents.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Realty Executives is very well known. It's a very known brand.
It is.
Here. So how has your business changed from when you started to 2014 or 2018? Obviously, it's a little bit different an environment.
Oh, it's completely different. How with the technology that we've had in the last 9-10 years, it's just really exploded, and it helps a lot having the technology. It's a little easier to communicate with your clients.
Sure.
And do marketing.
Absolutely. So are you like DocuSign?
DocuSign is fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of tools. So when you started your career in real estate, what were some of the biggest things that you focused on to grow your business? Because we know that a lot of new agents it's pretty rare that they even make it to year 1, year 2, year 3. You're on year 14. So what were those things that you did at the beginning of your career to kind of launch your career in real estate?
That's a really good question. And from the time I started, I kind of had some agents that I looked up to, and I thought, wow, it's going to be great to be at that level one day. And to get there, I thought you have to have great customer service. You have to stay in contact with your clients, and they're going to give you business. And at this point, 99% of my business is repeat business from past clients and referrals.
Wow. So, well, you were born and raised here. When you started it, obviously right now it's repeat business and referrals. Yeah. Was it referrals when you started in the business, or did you have to get out there in the community?
Yeah, I had to get out there. I have a large family, so my family helped me out. And no, you have to, it was a lot of leads, getting leads, online leads, following up with them.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work. I think brand new real estate agents, a lot of them get into the business, they think it's going to be easy. People are just going to come flock to you to want to help them buy or sell a home. But it's not that way, you know, when you get into it. And that's why there's a big turnover.
Yeah.
It seems that way, at least.
I just started working with a couple of agents, and that's exactly what we're doing. I'm mentoring them and showing them how to start working with your sphere and gaining a sphere of influence, because that'll feed you for a long time if you take good care of them.
So at your office, you're a mentor, or do you work as is it a team?
I have a couple of agents that I do mentor.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome. So you as a real estate agent, what are you looking to do? Do you enjoy working by yourself mostly, or because I know there's different focuses for different real estate agents, right? Some want to build teams. Some have found that working by themselves, they can really deliver a great customer experience. What does that look like for you?
Well, I've always been and worked independently.
Sure.
I had worked on teams for a short time, but for the most part, I've always been an independent agent, and I felt to better serve my clients, I need to bring some agents on because I was getting a little overwhelmed with trying to do everything myself.
Right.
So I thought if I bring some talent on and train them how to be a good agent, that we could do much better customer service.
So now, do you guys kind of work as a team? So if you're unavailable, do you have other people that you rely on?
Yes.
At your office?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What advice would you give for brand new agents that are starting today, their real estate career, to be able to survive, you know, as long as you have, or even longer?
You have to work hard. It does not come easy, and hard work will pay off. Just be persistent and consistent, and you will get your client base. And
so you mentioned building a foundation around, you know, your sphere of influence and staying in contact with people. What are those things, specific things that you do to make sure that you don't get forgotten by those people that know who you are?
Right, and that's exactly right, because that's the last thing you want to do is have somebody forget about you who you sold a house to.
Right.
So I stay in contact. They hear from me at least 3 times a month.
Oh, wow.
In different ways. I got different ways of reaching out to them.
So what are those ways? Is it
I have newsletters that I send out.
Okay.
I send out a newsletter at the beginning of every month. I'll send out a postcard with some relevant real estate information. And I like to send out a birthday card. I like to make my clients feel special. I send a birthday card to everybody in the family.
Wow, that's awesome. You know, obviously doing those extra things, that's not something that is typical. It seems like a lot of people are just trying to do the easy way to keep in contact these days with texting or email or whatever. But I think sending physical cards is an extra piece that can connect to your clients, right?
Absolutely.
Because for me personally, I don't get too many cards from people in the mail, right? That are personal.
Yeah. And a phone call doesn't hurt either.
Sure.
Stay in touch. Some people like texting. Just text. Say hi.
Right. So, you know, that's a good, you know, you said 3 times a month that you stay in contact with people. Are you finding that that's a good amount or people saying that's too much? Or is it a good amount to stay in contact with people?
I have not had anybody tell me it's too much. Mm-hmm. And it's really exciting because I send them something, and I'll usually get one person will hey, you just sent me that calendar. I got a real estate question for you. So it keeps me top of mind with them.
Right.
But no, nobody's ever told me that's too much.
Because I think a lot of real estate, I ask that because I think a lot of agents that are new in the business are like, I don't want to be too much of, in people's face. I don't want to annoy people. So knowing that, it's okay to reach out, and even at 3 times a month, you're not even, obviously there are different contact points in newsletter. You're not blowing up their phone
it's different
every
things,
other week.
And have good content, things that are relevant that they want to know.
Right.
Everybody wants to know what their house is worth and what's going on in the real estate market.
And that's a great point, not just saying, oh, do you have friends or family that are looking to buy it, but giving them a piece of relevant content or something that is of value to them, right?
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we talked about, what are some of the big obstacles that obviously you've been in the career for 14 years and you went through the 07, 08 period of time where it transitioned. How were you able to sustain your real estate business during kind of the lull in the market?
That was a rough time. Thank God I had a savings account because that was a rough time. It really was pretty quiet at that time, but it came back. And when it came back in a big way.
Awesome.
You were super busy. Agents were just really, really busy. Houses were half price at that time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm selling those houses now for double what they bought them for.
So where do you see the market at currently in Las Vegas?
Currently, we're seeing a little bit of a transition going on. Our market has kind of slowed down. I don't feel like prices are going down, but it has slowed down a little bit. And interest rates, I think, are playing a role in that too. It affects some buyers.
Yeah, so interest rates are kind of on the rise.
They're on the rise, yeah.
Is there a shortage of inventory here in the Vegas market?
We did have a shortage of inventory, but that's changed.
So are you starting to see it creep back up
yes,
in the
we
MLS? Because you can kind of see like how many listings are active.
Yes, and that's the transitioning of the market I feel that we're seeing because buyers have more choices.
Sure. Interesting. So it's kind of, yeah. So if somebody's looking to buy or sell a home in the do you cover the entire Vegas area?
Yes.
How do people get a hold of you?
Henderson. Oh, it's easy. My phone number is 702-241-7748, or you can look me up online. Lisa Hoover with Realty Executives of Southern Nevada.
Awesome, Lisa. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day and joining me on Real Estate Pros, and we will see you guys on the next episode.